Good evening, everybody. Good evening, and welcome to our divine service on a Sunday. I hope you're all very well. I know the weather's been a bit hit and miss here. We've had a mixture of everything, I think, so far today. A little bit cooler than normal, but it's going all right. Welcome to your service. As usual, it'll be prayer, poetry, mediumship, and some laughs along the way, I hope. As usual, I'm sharing the screen with these two lovely ladies.
Good evening, everybody.
And our Irene. So without further ado, I will open our service with prayer and say the Lord's Prayer, if that's all right. If you could all join us, please, as we say. Heavenly Father, divine gracious Lord, thank you for allowing us to gather together in your name tonight. Father, we hope that through this service tonight, we may offer some comfort to those people who need it. We ask that the veil be lifted between the two realms to allow our guides and inspirers to come forward, to allow us to become vessels of communication between the two realms. And Father, we promise that everything that is done here today will be done with only the purest of intentions. Father, at the end of this evening, we will hand back to you all which is rightfully yours, which is love, honour and glory. Amen.
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 Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory, forever and ever. Amen.
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 And I didn't check because we were all running a little bit late today. I'm hoping Irene's got some poetry for us today.
Yeah, I've actually been sent this one. I don't know who's wrote it because, but it was sent to me in 2010, so it's a little while old. And it's just called I'm Free. Don't grieve for me, for now I'm free. I'm following the path that God has laid, you see. I took his hand when I heard him call. I turned my back and left it all. I could not stay another day, to laugh, to love, to work, to play. Tasks left undone must stay that way. I found that peace at the close of day. If my parting has left a void, then fill it with remembered joy. A friendship shared, a laugh, a kiss. Yes, these things I too shall miss. Be not burdened with times of sorrow. I wish you the sunshine of tomorrow. My life's been full, I savoured much. Good friends, times touch. Perhaps, but my time seemed all too brief. Don't lengthen it now with undue grief. Lift up your hearts and peace to thee. God wanted me now, he set me free. A light from the family is gone. A voice we loved is stilled. A place is vacant in the home, which never can be filled. We have to mourn the loss of one we'd love to keep. But God, who surely loved him best, has finally made him sleep.
Oh,
That's lovely.
I thought that was lovely. Like I said, it was sent to me, and I was just going through my papers, and I've written some more poetry, and I found this, and I thought, oh, that would be nice. You know, just something a little bit different. But whoever wrote it, I thank you, because it's beautiful.
Yes, and I'm sure I know Irene writes a lot of poetry of her own, but if anybody out there has got anything they would like us to share, any words, then please send it to either myself or Jean or Irene, and we will read them out for you. Lisa says she loves that poem. It was beautiful. It was at her granddad's funeral.
Oh, that's lovely,
isn't it? Well,
yeah,
it's nice that it's touched something for you.
Well, I'm always interested in, so if anybody wants to send me anything, seeing as you can find me on my Facebook page, or as Tony says, send it to him or to Jean, and I'll see if we can read it out, because
Yes,
that'd be nice to have input from everybody else as well.
yeah. I have got one actually that Sue Jowl that sometimes comes on that we saw a couple of times at Chesterfield. She sent me one, so I'll send that across.
Yeah. Nice.
By all means.
After today's service. Just a quick hello to everybody. I've seen Brianna.
Yeah, can you say hello to her from our Auntie Jean?
Well, you've just said hello.
Hi, Brianna.
Hi, Brianna. Hi, everybody that's watching.
Hi,
we do appreciate you spending this time with us. It's going to be all blind readings tonight. So, you know how we work with blind readings. I thought maybe tomorrow we'll see if a couple of people want to come on to do some face-to-face readings, and then we'll do the rest of it blind reading as well.
Yeah.
Because we like to mix it up a bit, don't we? We like to mix it up. I haven't watched your service yet, Irene, sorry, from Grimsby, but I will pop on and catch it.
I saw it. It was so fun.
I finally got on
some of it was, yeah, you did.
Zoom.
You did.
It was working, isn't it?
It was all right. And before we started, we had a really big laugh, which raised the spirits, and there was some lovely messages. One gentleman had, as normal with me, as you know, when we go into church, you get tears and laughter in equal measure, and one gentleman got really emotional. So
yeah, he did.
But he wanted me to carry on, so I did. And when I was speaking afterwards, Mandy said the gentleman concerned, he needed that, So anyway, if anybody's watching from Grimsby, good evening, hello.
Lisa Scott said, God Saw You is an absolutely beautiful poem. We'll have to have a look for that one.
Oh, thank you, Lisa. I'll look for that one. I'll just write that down. What's it called? God
Saw You.
God Saw You. Right. I'll look for that one. Thank you, sweetheart. So,
like Michael has said, I've just seen a comment from my hubby who's laid on the bed behind the screen there. This is a community-based service, and we really do appreciate people spending their time with us. And
absolutely.
Because it's a community-based service, we want you to be involved. So I'm just realised I've lost half my face. I'll have to climb onto the wall so I can be seen. So it's your service, and we really do appreciate you spending the time with us. What I was just talking to Jean before we started and before Irene came on, and Michael woke me up at 6:15 and said, "Come on, you've got a service to do." And while I was laid, intending to meditate, listening to some music as you do, and I just went completely to sleep, as I always do. I had a dream, and I had a dream about a gentleman that stood with me, and this gentleman's come back. So I'll connect with him and give off what he's given me and see if we can see where we go with him. The gentleman, as I'm connecting with him, feels I'm getting a lot of physicality at the minute, Jean. I'm picking stuff up from you. Yeah, I feel quite broad-shouldered, and I feel like I've got a nice broad chest on me, and he's making me feel full of vim and vigor. Are his words? Full of vim and vigor. And I feel like he's taking me back to his youth with this. So I know as he was younger, he's quite proud of his physique, and he's quite got a nice physique on him as he's connecting with me. And I want to say, to quote one of Jean's sayings, as he got older, his chest dropped a little bit, and he got a little bit more around his tummy, as we all do when we hit a certain age, 25 as I am. So I know he's talking about this changing and getting older, and I feel like I was in good health through my life, and I feel like even towards the end of my life, I was still able to potter around and do everything I wanted to do for myself. So I've got this sense of an independent gentleman, and I kept a lot of independence. He's given me Barry. The name Barry is connecting, so it might not be his name, it might be a name that's connecting with him, but I heard him call the name Barry. Right. I'm asking him for more, and he's not going to go into his past condition. He says he doesn't want to dwell on that. He's talking about there's 5 in the family. So I don't know if that's mum and dad and 5 children, 5 grandchildren, but there's 5 in a family that he wants to be connected with. I feel like as he's connecting with me, I've got this pain in my chest again. So I've got a condition around the chest. Julie Dallison says she can take a Barry. Okay, sweetheart. Well, let's work with it and see if we can get some more from it. Would you understand where there's 5 in the family then, Julie? Because he's bringing this back for me, that there's 5 in a family. And he's also wanting to connect with a lady spirit side of life, and he's bringing her forward now. And as she's coming forward, I want to say I've got a lady who's, I can't say that, sweetheart. Right, she had a bit of a covering as I'm connecting with her, and she's talking about she could put plates on top of her chest. So she's talking about she had an ample covering on the chest area, and she did the Les Dawson thing, where she would hitch them and have them on top of her arms as she stood talking to people. So this lady's coming in, and I want to say she's coming in, she's full of fun, they're both really just full of life, even though they're in spirit, but they're still full of energy and fun. And they're talking about the person that they're connecting with here. If it's you, Julie, you must be able to understand then why she's saying you're feeling more like that now. You're coming out of it. You're coming into a time where you're feeling more independent and more able to face life. And you've got a clearer vision of your path ahead, if that makes sense for you. Dawn, I'm so sorry. Dawn,
yeah, I'm just going to say, Dawn, can we just send a little?
Yes,
your father is fine.
I've just seen it, Dawn. I am sorry.
Yeah, he is fine, Dawn. He is with the rest of your family, sweetheart, and they are looking after him.
I've just put you in the family in my healing book, Dawn.
I'll put you in when I'm finished the service, Dawn, because my healing book's over at the other side of the room. Yes, Julie can understand this. Okay, Julie, that's fine. You would understand the 23rd of a month has been significant. You must also understand the 15th of a month has been significant. You will also be able to understand why I'm getting the month of March, July, and September has been significant around you as well, sweetheart. And I want to say, he's glad that you've pruned the branches out of your life, so you would understand where you've distanced people that weren't taking you forward in your life, Julie. They are pulling back from me a little bit, sweetheart, but you as I was saying, I'm pulling away, sweetheart. All of a sudden, I just got a name shouted in, and I can't tell if it was Jason or Jaden, but I just heard it shouted in really quickly as they were leaving me. And as they are leaving me, sweetheart, I've got a posy of carnations. So you would understand where there was a posy of carnations for either a wedding or something. But I've got carnations, sweetheart, to leave you with. And I will say God bless, and I'll see if Irene
Yeah.
or Jane picked up on any.
I've got just a couple of things. Julie, can I just say, sweetheart, that there's also Lisa, because while Tony were talking to you, I kept hearing Lisa. So I know Lisa fits in somewhere with the names. I want to give you the 10th of January, and they keep telling me the 10th of January. So I know that memory does mean something, sweetheart, that date to you. I know Tony gave you a posy, but I also want to give you a posy, what somebody actually put onto a grave after the wedding. They took it up after the wedding or the day after and actually put it on to a grave. That's what they're telling me. And I've got your mum and dad, darling. I know they're here. And Barry, I've got to say that also, I know about you from school, sweetheart, which is really difficult, but can I give you Barry from Newman School? I'm not saying he's the same Barry as Tony fetched forward, but I heard Barry and he just said, remind me from school. You remember me from school. So I know he's from school, sweetheart. So I'd like to say, I don't know if it's the same one. I'm not sure. I don't think so, but we'll go with that. All right. Oh, come on then, darling, because I just want to pass you on so we can get on to another one. So come on. I've got, God, I know this. Can I give you some snowdrops, darling, as well? And I don't know why they're giving me, is it the Bombay trees? What are they?
Bonsai.
Bonsai. The miniature tree.
Ones.
They're giving me those for you, sweetheart. So I know somebody wanted to look after some, or they wanted some, because they're giving me those for you as well, love. Because I only can keep Tony's plants, funny enough. I'm doing very well with plants Tony's fetched me. All others I kill off for some reason. I don't know why. But they're giving me this because they said, really, look after it and it can't die. Now, I don't know about that, but it's there for you, love. I'm going to pass you on to Irene because we want to see if we can get more done. So I'll speak to you later, sweetheart. God bless. Keep safe.
I haven't got a lot for you, Julie, sweetheart. All I've got really is that, okay, darling. What he's saying is that they're glad that you're a lot happier now that you've moved, because I know that you've moved, sweetheart. I know that you moved a while back, but we also know that what they're saying is you're in a better place now that you've moved, and you seem to be a lot happier and a lot more settled, sweetheart. And they just want to know that you're around you, and you know you have a good connection with spirit, and they're always with you, sweetheart. And they just want to say that they love you dearly, and God bless you for what you do for spirit. And that's all I've got.
Oh, bless. Well,
So
thank you for working with us, Julie. I'm pleased we could do that for you.
Oh, we've got Boyle from Australia on. Oh,
yeah. Can I just say to Laura, she's anything from her mum. We don't normally do this, Laura. When people jump in, because we only can fetch people who want to come. We can't drag people here. But can I just reassure you, sweetheart, and I know you've just said that you're missing your mum, but can I just tell you that your mum's okay, sweetheart? She hasn't gone far. She's around you. And I know it's difficult at this time, sweetheart. I can't see her, I'll be honest. I like to see who I'm talking to, and I can't. It's just that what I can hear, she's saying, but she's all right. She knows that you're finding it difficult at this time, which everybody is. I'll stick up for everybody. But she's here and she's saying, come on, you're stronger than what you think. And you are stronger than what you think. Everything's going to be okay, love. Just keep going. You've got to keep going. I know you miss her. Talk to her. Don't just sit there. If you want anything to say, talk to mum, and mum will answer you in certain ways. She's saying that she has tried, and she's tried through music. Put music on, because you'll find that music, and this will give you messages from mum, darling. And she's just saying she's heard them tears. So I know you've been crying a while. So she's talking about that as well. Please take care of yourself, because like I said, I like to see her and I can't. I just know this is what I can hear. But she also wants to bring a gentleman in who's coming in now. The gentleman's coming in with a lot stronger energy about him. He I won't say we're overly tall, darling. He had a nice physique on him as he's coming in. I know he wasn't a very loud gentleman at all, because as he's talking to me, he's talking quite quiet for a gentleman. I know that he worked a lot with his hands. I'm not saying that was his job, but he did things, he's telling me. So I do know he would have done little jobs around the house, DIY and things like that he's coming in with. So I do know he's mentioning that, but he says you've got some DIY to do. I'm not saying you'll do it, but there's some things that need doing, sweetheart, in your own home. All right, and he's fetching this in for you. And I'm just going to leave you with that, sweetheart, because it was just your mum what come in and said, come on, you're stronger than what you think. All right, darling, I know it's only a little bit, but I just thought I'd just give you that bit of reassurance. Okay, sweetheart.
Lovely.
I just had to give it when I
No,
saw her
no,
name.
that's
She
fine.
just popped.
You've
Sorry,
got
it
it.
just popped in.
If
She
you get a
came and
connection,
popped
you
in
get
my
a
head.
Yeah, yeah.
She just come into my head straight away and wanted to reassure her.
Oh, bless
Oh,
her.
she's just said, Laura's just said, I know how you normally work, Jean, but today's a tough day. Thank you very much.
Oh, there's a
Oh,
birthday,
that's
tell her.
lovely.
Sorry, there's a birthday. There's a birthday, she's telling me. She's coming in. She's coming in stronger now. I've heard you. Well, Tony's mentioned that. But there's a birthday, sweetheart, and she knows about the birthday because she's singing happy birthday. And also, there's a big birthday towards the end of the year. So it's one with an art on end. There's a big birthday at end of the year. I don't know. I don't know if it's you, darling, or you. It's a friend what's concerned about the kiddies in the school, if they're doing the right thing, or everybody's worried, but it's if they're right at that school. I don't know if they're wanting to talk about change the school or do something, but there's something to do with school, sweetheart. She's trying to tell me here. She's just given me a box and they've got earrings in. There's just earrings. That's all I can see in this box. I don't know if you was giving them, sweetheart, or there was something to do as a birthday present. But all I can see is in this little box is earrings. And she's telling me about those. So she's just bringing little bits in. I've got a yellow ribbon as well. And it's not the song tie a yellow ribbon round the old oak tree. I don't know if somebody had a yellow ribbon in the hair or they had a yellow ribbon put in the casket, darling, because there's a yellow ribbon she's talking about as well. And with that, I will leave Mum's love with you. And I'll say God bless.
Bless you.
Can I just jump in, Laura? Because as Jean was talking, I don't know if it's you or if it's around you, but as Jean was talking to you, I got very, very weary, and I feel as though I just want to lay down and go to sleep. I feel in fact, I feel exhausted. I feel as though I've got no energy at all, and I feel as though I just want to. I'm just very emotional at the moment. I mean, I know that you're saying that you've had a tough day today, but at the moment, sweetheart, everything for you at the moment seems to be tough. You just seem to be getting through. But just know that your loved ones in spirit are with you, sweetheart. They are around you and they are trying to help you and look after you. And I've just been given a beautiful bouquet of sunflowers for you to give you some upliftment. And it's just their way of saying that they're with you, darling. And as Jean said, look to your music, because there's a lot of messages. I'm a believer in music. I work with music a lot when I do this. And to me, every song tells a story. And there's some wonderful musical memories for you in the songs. And I will leave that. I don't know if Tony's got anything for you, sweetheart, but I'll leave that with you. I'll say good night. God bless.
Thank you. There's an anniversary today. I don't know if it's Mum's anniversary, but there's an anniversary today, sweetheart. I don't know if it's Mum's, but there's an anniversary today. Thank you.
Okay, no problem. No problem. I haven't got anything on that one. Laura's just said, every day since Mum passed has been tough, but thank you.
Isn't it?
Oh, I'll put you in my healing book, darling.
'Tis hard. We've all been there, haven't we?
I'm pretty lucky. I've got both my parents still, but
I haven't. I were only young.
We lost my father-in-law, and that was hard. That was so hard.
Yeah.
But
I was 12 when my mum died. So I lost my mum as a young girl, and I needed her at that time. But my dad took me to buy me bras, so it didn't matter.
Dads do what they have to do, don't they?
We do indeed.
I'm just laughing because I don't know I've got, but this gentleman's just said, yeah, I had to do the same with my daughter. So I've got a dad in spirit who passed a spirit when his daughter were young, and he's a right outgoing gentleman. I've got to say gentleman, even though he ain't, because he says I had to, and I do believe if he brought his children up, because his wife passed just like my dad did. So he would have brought the children up because mum passed. And I don't know if he's on about the 3, because he's talking about 3. So I don't know if he fetched 3 children up or this 3 means something. She's, come on then, darling, you're here. It's like I say, I've got to say, it's quite a tall gentleman, quite nice in build, got a good sense of humour about him. But the family did go to him and go and ask him everything anyway. So it weren't just, but everybody did. They were lucky that they could go and talk to him and they could go and ask him things. And he's telling me there's a birthday in September. So I do know there's a birthday in September connected to this gentleman. He's talking about Alan. So Alan is somewhere around because he's on about Alan. And he's on about somebody's car's just broken down or there's something to do with a car. They're either looking for another one, there's trouble to do with the car. So I'll leave it there and see if anybody can understand it before
we go on.
Yeah, because
there's nothing coming up yet, Jane.
That's fine. It just come in when I said about my mum and my dad fetched us up. It's all right. Somebody else can carry on.
Delia Gerard said her birthday is September, but could you understand the gentleman that Jane was describing, sweetheart?
It's not just the birthdays. The gentleman who fetched the children up.
Well,
that's the important bit.
If it's the same gentleman, I have a gentleman connecting with me, and I know I said to you before we started, Jane, that my chest's not been very good, but he's given me a lot of pressure in my chest around my lungs. So I know there would have been breathing difficulties connected with the gentleman I've got, if it's the same one that Jane's connected with. And he's talking about it was hard work bringing up the family and working and everything else. Also, he's talking to me.
Sorry, Adele, I'm sorry, but the gentleman I've got is actually the gentleman who fetched the children up. The lady's actually in spirit. She passed. Because I've just seen here, my mum's still here. No, this lady went to spirit, darling. Yeah. They didn't just split up, she passed. I just want to clarify it.
Yeah. No, that's fine. So, he's talking about juggling, working in the children. And it was tough. He's talking about times were tough. But happy family. So even though it was rough and there wasn't a lot of money around, and he didn't get to spend, he got by and he managed. You gave September, didn't you?
Yeah, good.
Because I've got September, and I've got November as well. Will be significant, but November's significant for an anniversary rather than a birthday. So I've got an anniversary of a passing in November connected around this chap as well. I've also got oh bless. I've just got this image of, have you seen that image on Facebook where a loss for us on earth is a reunion in spirit? And I've got this picture of this gentleman picking this lady up and swinging her around when they got back together.
Oh.
And and I've just got this picture in my head, and I've got this picture of this really pretty lady with Delia says, but Mum passed after him. No, you see, it was a reunion for them when he went to Spirit, so she went
She went
before him.
first
Yeah,
because
she
he was left
definitely
with the
went before.
children. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you've got the same one as me because he fetched the children up.
Because I've just got this sense of this reunion when he went to Spirit. But I can see it in, I don't know what they're called, but you know, the old, oh God, those skirts with all the petticoats underneath so they stick out.
Ask Irene. Yeah,
Circle
she
skirts.
knows.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
wear them.
she's got one of them on and just a little sleeveless blouse with a collar on.
So it's the 50s, Tony.
So that's the era she's
when,
given me when she was young.
Yeah.
But
I feel as though I'm going back.
Yeah, and then like I said, I've got this reunion when he went to Spirit. They got back together again. But okay, I want to play with my engagement ring, so her rings must be still here. So I've got her ring. Her engagement ring must still be here somewhere. Lisa Scott, Dad's anniversary is November. My birthday is in September.
That sounds
Loves
about.
Alan. Dad's mum passed away when he and his sister were young. Right, sweetheart.
We're getting on that.
Yeah.
That feels more like it because she went. The mum went well before the dad.
Yeah, that sounds more like it.
And Lisa's got Nana's engagement ring, so that all fits.
That
all fits.
That sounds better.
That's what we like. We like it when everything fits. But even so, if other people can recognise little bits, then you take it because obviously if it feels right for you, it must come through. So we've got the same chap.
Yeah. Can I just say, Tony, you know what I'm like for a man in a uniform? Lisa, can you understand then where there would be a paramedic, or you can understand of a paramedic? Because they're talking about a paramedic. So I don't know if you can understand, or if you know somebody wants to be one, or there's something to do, darling, with a I can see him. I don't know if they're talking about a paramedic. What's up, Tony? You all right? Are you getting all giddy now? I've said a man in a uniform.
No, I'm getting really emotional. I want to cry.
It is emotional.
Because
I've got.
I know you've got the paramedic, but I just feel this incredible sense of loss. And I've got Dana's song, you know, All Kinds of Everything.
Oh.
So I've got this sense of everywhere I look, there's memories of somebody that I'm grieving for now. So somebody here connected around Lisa.
Oh, right.
My granddad worked for a pharmacy company, my dad, who were all in the RAF. Lisa, can you understand where somebody's grieving or there's still a lot of grief and it feels like everything is bringing up memories? Everything's bringing up memories at the moment.
Because I've got memories, you know, that song when you were talking, Tony, and also there would have been a passing within the last 3 years, and it's all connected around this.
Yeah. Sorry, I just got really upset. So
yeah,
4 years since they've lost him, but it still feels like that's fine, Lisa. There's no time with grief.
That's fine. No,
there's not. But that fits, so that's fine. We've connected the dots.
I'll say what my stepmom always says: if you don't hurt, you don't grieve. You didn't love. Can you remember? She always says you have to grieve. You have to grieve.
Yeah. Right, so we've connected the dots there then, so that's lovely.
Good. I'm pleased, yeah.
But I've got ladybirds, Lisa. Would you understand where ladybirds were significant? I don't know if they were little ornaments or what they are, but I can just see like little red and ladybirds with black dots everywhere. So somebody either must love ladybirds or ladybirds must have meant something because I've got the ladybirds. I want to say, we know you're grieving. Dad knows you're grieving, but don't feel like, you know when people say, I've lost my dad, or I've lost my mom, or I've lost my grandma, or you've not lost them.
No.
You've not lost them because they're always there. Oh, bless, our son's obsessed with ladybirds at the moment. He's 3. Well, just know, sweetheart, that your dad is with you. Your dad's with you. He's only ever a thought away. And it's not that.
All your family's there, darling.
They are. Everybody's there with you. Mum, dad, everybody's there with you. But just know that they're always there and they're always listening. So when you're talking to him, he is hearing what you're saying. And answers will come, like Jean and Irene have said, either in music or something significant. You'll read a book and some words will pop out at you or something. But they will connect with you and they will communicate with you. And I'll see if Jean and Irene have any more for you.
I've just got a little bit more.
Nothing.
Yeah, I've only got a little bit more. Can I just give you the 17th, Lisa? Because they keep shouting in my ear, 17th. So I've got to give you the 17th. So they're talking about the 17th, darling. And also, they're on about that I've got a green door, but I don't know if it's a green shed door or something, but they're on about the green door, sweetheart. Don't know why. So I hope you can understand the green door. Okay. And somebody's cracked a window. There's a window cracked, and I don't know if it's a bathroom or a kitchen. Just a little crack they're making me aware of. Thank you. They're making me aware of that as well, sweetheart. But I don't know if it's you, Duck, or what. But somebody, I don't know what that cleaning thing is, but somebody's always going around and checking the doors to make sure the doors are locked at night, or when they go out. Takes them longer. Windscreen. I know it were a window. Somebody keeps going and checking doors all the time, sweetheart, to make sure everything's okay. I've just got, there's so much, and I've got animals with you as well, love. That there's not just one animal. I can't just say I've got a dog, because I've got animals. I've got different types of animals around your ear. So I want to give you that as well, love. But they are there for you. And I've just, somebody's just given me a book. I've got a book. I don't know if you're reading a book. Why are they singing? I've got, you know, the nursery rhymes. I've got all the nursery rhymes. And somebody's got, I'm going on a bear hunt. Somebody likes that book. Or they would have liked that book. I'm going on a bear hunt. I'm going to catch a big one. There's something to do with that as well, sweetheart. So I am going to say, God bless. And Dad must have had indigestion. Tony, did you mention chest?
Yeah.
I can't remember, because I'm getting indigestion as I'm talking to you here, darling. I'm wanting to burp and things like that. So I know there would have been an issue around there as well. Okay. And I will leave you and I'll pass you on to Irene and see if Irene's got any bits. Bless you.
Hi, Lisa. I saw you put on that it was the way he passed that you can't get over and what he's gone through. Try and remember, sweetheart, that when you go to spirits, your loved ones are healed by the angels, and they mend. And if you can remember him the way he was before he became ill, that would help you a great deal, because as Tony and Jean have said, he is around you. You're not on your own. And he also hears your prayers as well, sweetheart, because I know that you do a lot of praying. And he's just with you all the time. And I know that he's in spirit, but he's a little bit emotional and sad, as you saw with Tony, because he knows that you're emotional. And he just wants to let you know that he's around you. And he very often comes to see you, sweetheart. So please don't despair, because he's okay now. and it's important that you know that he is okay. And I'm going to leave his love with you, sweetheart. Okay, and I'm going to say good night and God bless.
Yeah, I was going to pick up
I've
on
got-
that point, that the moment they take their last breath
Yeah,
on earth, they take a new breath,
Yeah.
spirit side, and they're fine.
yeah,
They're fine.
absolutely. You know,
So she can
sorrow.
understand why she
Yeah.
also got
Yeah, the
having
stomach.
Yeah, got
Yeah,
the-
yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
I don't know
Um,
if one of you mentioned the song "I'd Like to Teach the World to Sing." I don't.
Oh
know.
no, I
Did y'all
didn't.
want to
I didn't get
mention
that.
that?
No.
Because somebody's singing "I'd like to teach the world to sing," so we've got to have got
I love that
somebody.
song.
It used to be the Coca-Cola song, didn't it? It was the Coca-Cola
yeah.
song.
Just because we've still released it. Lisa, can you understand this, sweetheart? I'd like to teach the world to sing.
In
Because
perfect harmony.
yeah, if not, we've got somebody as the next link what does like to sing or would have been in some kind of, I'm not saying a church choir, but would have been in some kind of, like we tried, Tony, would have been in some kind of choir. Because I'm singing all the
We
time.
was in a choir.
I've got
We
somebody
was in a choir. I was a tenor.
loves me wallpaper.
Yes, Marjorie Rose, I saw that.
So if you can understand it, Lisa, that's great. But I've got that song I'd like to teach the world to sing.
My brother used to sing that when he was small, says Lisa.
That's fine. It's going round and round. That's great. Thank you.
It is a beautiful song. It is a beautiful song. I love it.
Lifts you up, doesn't it? Lifts you.
It does. It does. It's a uplifting song. Uplifting song. Okay. Has anybody got the next link?
Irene?
I keep losing half my face.
Right. Okay. I've got.
Sorry.
I've got.
I said I was a tenor, and Nick Brown said he was a fiver.
Well, what was
Okay.
I?
Alto.
Hang on a minute. What was I? Was
you were an alto.
I was an alto.
Anyway, Irene had a link.
Anyway, well, I used to have a beautiful singing voice until my voice broke, and I used to be able to break that, but I couldn't do it now. Right, I've got two songs going around in my head. I've got somebody who really likes opera because I've got Messendorma, and I know nothing about opera at all.
Oh, it's lovely opera,
so,
lovely.
I like some of it, but I don't know anything at all about it. So unless they tell me what it is, then I'm afraid I don't know. So I'm being honest. Right. But I've also got, and again, I'm almost sure the song is related to opera. I've got the Irish lad. His name is Joe Dolan. He passed away a few years back, and he's singing "Good Night, Vienna, Good Night," which was one of his signature tunes. So somebody on here knows about opera, and they've travelled to see opera in different parts of the world, but specifically somebody has been to Vienna. I've got it's a gentleman that I've got with me, and I'm not saying that it's this gentleman that's singing, but he's sort of he's got the stance of somebody who's quite not small. I would say about 5'5", 5'8", and but his personality was really, really big, and he used to love to sing.
Irene, my dad.
Oh, hi, Darren. Long time no hear, sweetheart. Right, so, okay, and your daughter is, your daughter is Vienna. Right, okay, sweetheart. Well, good evening and welcome, Darren. Lovely to hear from you. Right, I don't know why this gentleman's come, but he had such a big personality, and he always stole the show, and he says that you're very much like him. And anybody that knows you, Darren, knows that you have got a big personality. You're a lovely, lovely man. And this gentleman is saying that he is so, so proud of you, and he's so proud of your family. And he's he's wanting to come and say to keep up the good work. And he's wanting you to carry on and do what you're doing, because we know what you do spiritually. But there's more work for you to do, sweetheart, and I can hear you sighing at that. I can hear you saying, oh, not more. But yeah, they're putting you on a different path, sweetheart, so you might find things change with your guides and that. But I've got to give you all these opera songs. I can't pronounce them, but whoever this gentleman is, he also likes the musical Les Miserables. It's one of my favorite musicals, and he's wanting to sort of sing the lead part in that. He's singing it to me now, so he loves your sense of fun, sweetheart, and he's also is wanting to wrap you in all the colours of the rainbow, and we know that you love your colours and everything, and we know that you like to have fun with it as well, and he's just loving everything that you do, darling. He really is loving everything that you do, sweetheart. And he's oh, you saw it in the West End with him. Oh, that's why he's brought it in. Oh, that's absolutely fantastic, sweetheart. And I've been given the name Carl.
Phantom.
Oh, look, yeah, Phantom's another one that I like. But I've got to give you the name of Carl. Carl's, I think it's Carl. Is it Carl? I've got to give you name Carl, sweetheart. And he just wants to put his arms around you. I don't know why, but he wants to dance around the room with is it Vienna, your daughter? He wants to dance around the room. So I don't know if this, and I've got that song from Oliver Twist, Baba, that one, and he wants to dance around the room with your little girl, sweetheart. So obviously, oh, he's making me laugh. Oh, he was such a joker, this gentleman, but he's such a lovely, lovely man, and he just that he's around you, sweetheart, and he just wants to keep you going and keep you building up, and he's saying, whatever you do, please do not change. That was his wife. I should have said Carl. Right, okay. Oh, that's lovely, bless you. All right, well, he said, please don't change and just carry on doing what you're doing, and he's always there for you, and you can talk to him. I don't know if Gina or Tony have got anything for you, sweetheart, but I'm going to say good night. God bless, darling. And I hope to see you soon and come back to your church soon. Bye-bye, sweetheart. Jean, Tony?
Have you finished?
Yes.
I give Darren quite a lot of messages. Now we seem to fetch his granddad anyway, which he knows that. But can I just say, Darren, love, that you've got some things you've got to be doing, because this gentleman's telling me that you've got quite a lot of things you should be doing.
Yeah.
And if you're not doing them, come on. I was just going to say, get yourself in gear. But I know Irene gave you this gentleman, but I'm going to say something else. Can I bring you a lady, darling? Because this lady's waiting and she's wanting to come in. And I know she would be a quiet lady. She would have been about probably my height, even a bit smaller, as she's showing me, darling. She would have had grey hair like myself. But she would have had it more tidier. Mine's a mess at minute, but she would have always liked hers tidy, she's telling me. Not very big in build as she's coming in here. But she's lovely. She'd help anybody. But she was just one of these what didn't push herself forward. She would have rather had stepped back, and she listened to what people had got to say. And for some reason, love, she's taking me to Christmas. So there's something to do with Christmas. So I don't know if that's time she would have passed away, I'm not sure. But she's just taking me to Christmas. So there's something there. I also want to give you a birthday at the beginning of July. She's mentioning this. And I also want to give you, come on then, I've got an anniversary, but it's a passing anniversary in the October month. She's also mentioning this as well. Yeah, I'm right posh, me, Darren. You should know that. So she's fetching these in for me. But I don't know. She's just on about there's things in house. You've got to be doing things in house. I know you're very busy with everything else you do, but there's things in house what need doing, and you keep putting it off. come on, she
he's got
says,
to get
this
them
is
done.
time. This is time you could be doing it. It's time to be doing it, love. But, oh, come on, what else has she got to say? She's showing me, Darren, I know you have got some medals. They're showing me medals, but can you understand where somebody would have made tanks or, you know, the model things? I don't know what you call them.
Like little airfix kits.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Somebody would have done them, would have made them. But also, I've got a gentleman in Spirit World what would have made things out of lollipop sticks and matchsticks, because I'm seeing a lot of these piling up. And he's saying everybody had to save them for him because he's on about them as well, love. Look after yourself, keep safe, because I know you've not been right well at the moment, but keep safe and change them. Oh, I would want to say it again then. Do you know? Change that tyre, but it didn't come out as that. We're going to come out as something else. Can you change your tyre, Duck, before you do get pulled? You've got to tyre what's not quite right. So go outside, have a look at your tyre, because it's just not quite right. All right, love. And I'm going to say to you and your family, love, good night and God bless. Love you.
Well, Darren, if I'm honest, I haven't got anything much because I got a lot of the same stuff Jean and Irene got. But I'm playing with the bracelet on my arm, and it's a gentleman's watch. It's a gentleman's watch. So you must understand where there's a gentleman's watch from Spirit that's been passed into the family, connected with the gentleman that Irene was. It was as flat as exclamation marks and things. So I've got to give you the gentleman's watch as a memory, but I can also see there's something that's been engraved. So I don't know if the back of this watch is engraved or there's a tankard that's engraved, but that's connected as well. And I don't know if Jean gave you the 15th of a month, but I've got to give you the 15th of a month as well, sweetheart. And that's all I've got for you, Darren. But hope to see you real soon when church opens again. Yes, Michael had to have 4 tyres replaced as part of his MOT on Thursday.
Michael did?
Yes.
I didn't think he
Naughty
drove the
boy.
car.
Oh, he does. He's got his own car.
His car did 2,000 miles between services and MOTs.
Oh, right.
So
okay.
It's hardly worth him having one, but he does. Oh, thank you, Darren. Spot on with the watch and the tanker.
Yeah.
Thank you, mate.
That's lovely.
Everything else Jean and Irene had picked up on, so I wasn't going to repeat it. But God bless you. Thank you very much, matey.
Love to you as well,
God
Darren.
bless.
Love you loads, sweetheart.
I think we've got time for another couple if anybody's got a link.
Can we just say before we go any further, if Michael could put something on, because I've seen a couple of things go up where people are asking, have we got anything? If
Yes,
if we're doing readings tomorrow night, perhaps they could send.
Yeah, if anybody that's online tonight wants a reading on screen, I will. If you message me, and tomorrow afternoon I'll send you a link to this software we use, and you can come on. I'll pick 2 out. So please send me a private message, and I'll pick 2 from the people that message me, and we'll bring you on screen tomorrow for a reading, and we'll do our best for you. But we can't bring people forward. We can't go to the spirit world and say, I want to talk to Fred Smith's grandma, because that's not how
it doesn't work that way,
for
does
us. It doesn't work that way for us.
Send your love out to them, and we'll try.
Send your love and your thoughts out to them, and if we get the connection, we'll give you the evidence of the people we've got, and it comes through like that. So yeah, if you message me or message Michael, and we'll randomly pick 2 people to come on screen tomorrow.
Do you know, I've got. I'm working with a lot of children lately, me. And,
I've got a child.
Have you? I seem to be working with a lot.
I mean, obviously, I've got a child. You saw him yesterday, but
wait a minute. No. Can we tell the future? No, not fortune.
We don't predict.
No,
we're not fortune tellers. Or don't you think we'd be rich?
Yeah, no, we can't, sweetheart.
So sorry.
Spirits sometimes give us little bits of
Little glimpses.
what could happen in your future, but not like Gypsy Rose Lee on Bridlington Seafront. It doesn't work that for us.
These people out there what do progression, and these people out there what would give you the past, the present, and the future, but they're slightly different to us.
Yeah, we work
But
directly
you can
with
find
spirit.
them. Yeah, we work directly. I know a couple what do progression. So, there's that you can always look down that avenue if that's what you want.
Yeah,
so I'll just
there are
answer
people
that
out
question.
there with them if you
What
want
can do
to
that?
connect with them.
That way. But yeah, I don't know. It is. I seem to having all children lately. I've got this little girl with me, and I do know that she's in spirit, bless her, and she's dancing away, not very old, and she would have been a little live wire on Earth plane, because she's here and she's having a good dance away, and she's won't keep still, and she's singing a little head off, bless her. Lovely little girl. Had a few health issues, bless her, but she really tried to keep going and didn't try to let things get her down until end. I can't say ages because I'm a bit, because some people look older, like Tony, and he says he's 25, but he's actually 53.
I'm not getting into this one.
Irene,
Irene,
it's you and me going forward. You and me going forward.
So,
She's shunned.
So this little girl I'll probably say about 10, 12. I don't know, bless her. But she's there and she's dancing away and she's singing a little head off. And she's just saying, will you tell me, Mummy, I'm okay? So she wants to get across to her mummy that she's okay. And I know she's either got a brother or a sister or even two on the earth plane what's with the mummy. So I know she weren't an only child. There's other children what was there as well with her. She, bless her, you really did well. And she thought I sort of said kiddie like the send off because they're too young. But you did everything you could and you spent time with her, and that's what she wants to thank for. I can't help it. Look, now you're getting me gold giddy now. Look, my hair's looking a mess. And there were a lot of reading, and I know this little girl spent time in hospital. She spent quite a bit of time in hospital, but she still didn't let it get her down. Even in hospital, she were up and down and doing things and drawing. She never stopped. Have you got the same little girl, Tony?
I have. I'm colouring in.
Sounds like it, because, yeah.
I want to colour in. And I've got, those plastic xylophones.
Yeah. Dong, dong, dong,
I'm playing on one of them, and I want to be on the go all the time. But what she's saying to me is she's played with the baby, so there must be a new baby in the family. I'm not saying it's with mum, but there's a new baby in the family, and she's played with the new baby. Just quick little bits that she's given me. She's talking about she must have had a birthday or something in hospital, because she's talking about the presents she got in hospital.
She liked the balloons. She liked them balloons.
Yeah, she got balloons and she got a present, and I can see a box with a big bow on the top of it as well. So I've got those bits coming through. But she's talking about she had a headache. So I don't know what this is, but she's talking about the headache, and they gave her tablets for a headache. So I don't know if this was part of a condition, but go on, Jean.
She's just said you said the tablets, they made me sick. So they made her sick. So she was feeling sick.
She'd rather have had the headache.
Yeah, they made me feel sick.
But no, she's a lovely little thing, but she just wants the family to know she's fine.
Yeah, that's all I get. But she's still like it now. She's hopping around.
Yeah. I haven't got much else.
No, it's just if somebody could say they could take her, it might be different. But I don't want to.
She's saying she's with Nanny. So a grandma must be spirit side,
Wendy.
or a grandma must be spirit side of life. And
there's a Wendy. She's mentioned Wendy.
And I've got Trevor. I don't know where Trevor connects, if he's a friend
No, I don't know
or
where
he's in
Wendy
family,
is,
but I've got Trevor.
near Wendy.
But she's saying Nana, but
Somebody got her a little doll. She's on about a little rag doll. She's talking about a little rag doll.
And now she's skipping along our bedroom floor with ropes. So I don't know where she, bless her.
She slept with a rag doll.
Well, nobody's
little
picking her
girl.
up, bless her.
No, but she's lovely, isn't she?
She is. She's gorgeous little thing and so pleasant. Such a pleasant little girl.
To say everything she was going through, she's still got that smile on her face.
Yeah, she's lovely. God bless her. But, well, if we can't place her, have you got anything else, Irene? Because we are at time, but
as you were speaking about this this little girl, as you say, she's all singing and all dancing, and I've got the child's song "Ring a Ring a Roses," a pocket full of posies, but this was before she went into hospital, when she got ill, and she used to go and dance around the garden, and she had a little tutu with a little star, glittery star, and little angel wings and that. She was like a little fairy, and she's just skipping around. She's just, as you two say, she's absolutely beautiful. She really is.
Lisa, excuse me, Lisa. Yeah, it's definitely a little girl, darling. Because it's up here.
I've just sent a message on that. Yeah.
Thank you.
She's definitely a little girl.
Yeah, we can't change.
Yeah. She got a ponytail and she had a ponytail.
She's gorgeous.
She's got beautiful blonde hair and big blue eyes.
But she's saying her hair's back.
Yeah, so
she's saying her hair's back. I don't know if it was a cancer condition, but she's saying her hair's back.
I've got something to do with blood, so I don't know if it'd be leukemia or I don't know.
But she's lovely. She's a lovely little girl. But if we can't place her, then we might place her tomorrow.
We can have her, can't we?
Yeah.
Well, she can stop here and play if she wants. She can go and play with our dogs.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes. So I am sorry we haven't been able to place her, and I am sorry we have come to time. This hour's flown. Absolutely flown over.
Just let me tell you, Michael's put on that next week one of their Bedlingtons is going to be in your chair. Michael's put next week Jean's chair is going to be one of the Bedlingtons.
Yes, I was just going to say for tomorrow's service it'll be Irene, myself, and our dog Pippin. That'll be taking the service because Jean said I'm 53.
Well, how old am I? How old am I?
Well, if I'm 25, you must be 28, 30.
I'll take that. You're 25, brother. You're 25, brother.
Yes.
I'm only 21.
Yeah. Anyway,
you could be quiet.
42. I'd double. She's 42.
I'll take that.
You're oldest. We're babies. That's it. Take it. Just take it.
Yeah, because I am the oldest. So.
Thank you, everybody, for joining us for this short time. It's been wonderful as always.
Yes,
it's
absolutely.
Been such a privilege for us to be able to bring you messages from your loved ones. I'm sorry we couldn't get to everybody. If you do want to come on screen before tomorrow's service, please drop me a private message and just say you'd like to be included. We'll randomly, Michael and I will pick 2 people. You will get a link through Messenger, so keep checking your messages if you've said you want to come online. And you'll get a message from me with a link to something called StreamYard. You can go on it at any time and it'll take you through some questions and then says you are backstage. If you get a message saying you are backstage and the host can see you, the link's working and you will be backstage for us when we come on tomorrow at 7. So if you can check and make sure the link works before about 6:30, please. But myself or Michael a private message just saying you'd like to be included in tomorrow's service. All right. Okay. If Jean could close in prayer for us, please.
Yes. And can I sing again?
You can sing,
you
Lord,
want
keep
to.
us safe if you
Of course
want
you
to.
can, darling.
My
course you
ears
can.
can take it, I'm sure.
I've been in a choir.
You have. You were an alto.
Right, and if you'd like to join me, please, just for those few moments. Thank you, Father, once again, for allowing us to bring our loved ones forward and your loved ones and friends. Thank you for letting us have an enjoyable evening, as always. We ask now that the veil be closed between our two worlds till we meet again tomorrow, once again, where we can lift the veil and bring our loved ones and friends forward once again. We ask, Father, that, as always, all the energy which is left to go out of the doors, to the four corners of the world, to Mother Earth, to all our countries, Father. And let's hope soon that our churches and centres may be open once again so we can attend church. But that's not saying that we won't be on Facebook or live stream, because we will be. We ask that anyone who's taking their transition, that there is light to guide them safely on their way, and love and, and love for their families and friends which are left behind. We also ask this in your name, which is love, Father. Amen.
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 Lord, keep us safe this night, secure from all our fears. May angels guard us while we sleep, till morning light appears. Amen.
Amen.
Right.
We'll
Thank
get
you.
the choir going.
Just last few notices. Tomorrow night we will be live again, 7:00. Wednesday night there will be a live service with Pastures Green Spiritualist Church. That'll take us. Thursday night there'll be Little Port Christian Spiritualists. They'll be doing a live service on Facebook, and that will take us to Friday afternoon about 2:00. We'll be live again. So that's all of our notices. May God bless you and keep you safe until we meet again. So see you all soon. Bye-bye.
See you all soon. Bye.
Good night.
Bye.
God bless.